What's going on, RuneScape.com? It is your boy, John McGarrett, and we're here with another tier list. We're running them back to back to back, running them down, and we are doing black items. Though, looking at this, I realized I should have probably sorted by metal, like taking out all these black items, but we're just going to run with it. So yeah, please comment, like, subscribe if you dig this type of content, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So let's just hop into it, right? So the black items here, we're seeing a lot of different types of spread. We're gonna have like kind of a lot of different contenders here, but there's also a lot of junk here and a few items I don't really know. So like this, whatever the heck this is, but like my general feel of like black metal items is that like they are randomly, I feel like they're hot collector commodities, especially like the black scimitar. I love black scimitars, and it's kind of a moneymaker in and of itself. People are picking up black scimitars to train as well, so there's like a little bit niche use there. Melee, people normally tend to skip over the black gear because it's probably a tad bit expensive, but you know, those rich players who are just auto building new melee builds or whatever, alts and stuff like that, will I feel like they'll opt to buy into this type of gear. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? Black is where we start to get into that flex cool factor. So items like the black gold, that's like a nostalgic, like a classy, retro, cool feel. So like these types of cosmetic, the gold trim, gold trim and normal trim black armor, you'll start to see now I feel a little bit more in demand. We have items like the black mask in here, which are going to be very common flipping items. They're going to be on your expensive flipping item list, so that will change things up here. We got a lot of junk, like I said, stuff I don't really know, like the toy unicorns. I think these are collected, but they're still, I don't even know if you can sell those in the Grand Exchange. But we have like complete useless garbage with these blackjacks, which I don't even know if those are considered black. I'm not sure why. Oh, blackjack. Okay, because I just searched in my folder black, you know what I'm saying? So it's just everything with the word black in it got added to the black tier list here. Black nails, kind of cool. Some of the stuff, the treasure trail items and stuff, these are going to be very niche. I don't feel they're very popular, but just taking a quick peek at the black market on the 07.gg market scanner, check out the link down below if you're interested in a pro tool. The new kid in the block, overpowered. Anyway, just coming soon, dump alerts, price dumps. So that will be pretty overpowered. So check it out. Anyway, okay, plugged on. We're hopping back into it. We got black priest, black robes, which is kind of a popular free-to-play peeking item. So there's a little bit of niche there. Black cane's kind of worth, I don't know, Fashionscape. Black boots, I think they start to come with the strength bonus now, but I'm not 100% sure. We got the black demon head, which is like a prayer training, so that's kind of cool, interesting. Black darts, a little too niche. We got the black axe, black chinchompa. So yeah, we got a lot of items to look at here. I'm not 100% sure what this is, so if I don't know what it is, I'm just gonna make a row that says Dana. Add row below. Not D for sorry. I'm just gonna put Dana here, okay? So that'll fix that. So, black two-handed sword. My experience hasn't flipped very good, though it is free to play. A lot of these items, the black items, are still free to play, so you still have that allure there of like scalability. But now we have more things to talk about, like the black D-hide body. I don't know why they're here twice. I wonder why they, 3 times? Oh, because there's trim sets. Okay, I can see it. Tiny little, whatever. The icon's a tiny bit too big, so we're not seeing the trim. We're not seeing the gold trim and the trim. But yeah. Wow. Well. Okay. So the black battle axe, like I feel like all of these kind of technically probably have like some low key, high class like collector value, but you know, they're not very good for anything else in the game except for they're kind of cool. We have the black bead. It's a quest item, free to play. Okay, I can't argue against it. It's probably a pretty solid choice out of the black items. Not sure what this is. Black cavalier. I'm kind of like I don't really like the cosmetics too much, so I will have a slight bias against that, but if I'm wrong there, please let me know down below. Black cape actually is going to be, you know, B tier. Capes, they do flip pretty well. Like it's come and go, but you know, people are dying capes and stuff like that, and there is a significant like amount of them, and there is a pretty decent margin there, and people do buy capes because it does come with that slight defensive bonus, which the free-to-play players are using. So there's that. Black brutal arrows are going to be kind of crap. Black claws, kind of crap. Black Chinchampas, I'm going to put up an S tier because this is like, you know, everybody's training range. They're going to Chinchampas and stuff, whatever. The Chinchampas, where are they going? Monkey Madness 2 caves, or, you know, I don't know all the fancy stuff, but I think there's like that boosting and the one raid and stuff where you can get like a shit ton of fucking XP per hour. Chins are chins, you know. That's like one of the best money makers in the game. For catching, for flipping, whatever. Rich players are looking for a lot of them. These are just, you know, chins are chins. They're going to be probably one of the best items you can flip. Black chain body, put up an A tier because it is buying and it does sell. Does have crush defense versus crabs and stuff like that. I mentioned that in other videos too. But it does buy and sell decently well on a GE from my experience. Now we have the poison. I'll just do the spiel right now. And then every time I'll come across more poison, I'll just chuck it up there. So I'll explain it once here for this video as well. Poison isn't really worth your time. Like, you can get a few sales of poison items because somebody randomly is going to want them, so they're going to have to pay an arm and a leg for them. But poison items aren't that good because having sleeper builds, sleeper accounts that are selling snipe items like, you know, like free-to-play items are going to be working better for that. But having a members item slot is going to be a lot better devoted to other things like, for instance, Chinchampas. Okay, not the random one-off poison black dagger. You're the one guy on the GE, and that one guy put in a mil for that or whatever. Even though I will say some of these H3 items, I did see onto the scanner today that somebody did pay 5 mil for a black H3, 1, 2, I don't know, whichever one. One of these ones sold for 5 mil. So that is kind of crazy. That is pretty wacky wild. So there is that. So for that, I will just put those in C tier at least. But I'm not really going to give too much more credit to cosmetic items than that, except for nostalgia farming from the black trim gold as well. So we will grab all that. This all becomes B tier because of that. The black gold trim is where it starts to become cool. So it's pretty cool fashion scape. But again, that is kind of my bias. Black mask, kind of booty. The black dart is going to be pretty booty probably. I don't know where you get those. It's rare. It's probably a cool collector item, so maybe that should get bumped up to C, but I don't know where they come into the game, so they're probably super rare, which is, you know, kind of the ultimate flex. Black dagger, you're going to have good collector value there, though it doesn't resell very good, so it will just go down to B. The poison darts sliding into the poison row. Black scimitar, I'm going to put up to S tier because it is a moneymaker. People go get those in, what is it called? They go grab them in the, that castle, Ardung Castle or whatever. Ardung, whatever you call it. Don't remember. Black Axe is going to be high A tier because it is in the woodcutting train. People are buying and selling it, and sometimes it is. I have very often made new accounts trying to get their woodcutting up and tried to get the Black Axe, and I did pay triple, quadruple just because I want it, just so you can have that a little bit faster to 20. You know what I'm saying? It is something. Black Plate Body is going to be high A tier. It does buy it, it does sell. And, you know, it's a little bit slow, but because of the free-to-play account scale overpoweredness, which, again, did I already plug that? Check out my link down below, man. You get 100 accounts on these types of items, steel, iron, bronze, whatever. Spread. You can make a lot of money. It just all comes down to account management. Black Demon Head, it's probably okay. I don't know too much about that type of prayer training if it's really worth it. The Black Cane, put it in the C tier. It's kind of cool looking. So now we get to another overpowered. So in my opinion, I'm going to put this up here into the S tier spot because, watch any of my other videos, this is a highly traded commodity on the elk market. And if you can get these in mass, this is going to be a lot better for like some bulker, but this is going to be a lot harder to get for the supply side. Suppliers are going to have a harder time getting these, but a lot of people are trying to offload a lot of these from training. So for a bulker's perspective, picking these up, you can usually get them for a decent price. For per day though, like 125, I think it's like $750 a day. Still not bad, bro. Like, it's still not bad. I still like it. It doesn't sound as strong as a lot of the free-to-play ones, so maybe this isn't quite as good. But I'll still keep it up in S tier. Maybe it's not as good as cool as when I was talking about steel plate bodies in my last video, but whatever. So Black D'hide Gold probably ain't bad, but it's probably not very good. Black D'hide Chaps, actually low key, for just a flip. I think I was I think I discovered this had like a 2,000 GP margin on it. So I will slide that up in the A tier. But when I posted a video about it, I don't remember, it was a while back. I'm pretty sure that got sniped. But still, you can get some pretty damn good margins on this, so you can make a decent amount of money with that item. It's a decent slot. Even in a scope of only having 8 slots, it's a decent slot. Same with this, actually, too. If you're like kind of a newbie, beginner flipper, like the black d'hide body is going to be a decent flip, especially if you're collecting them over a long period of time and then selling them off to bulkers or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's easy. It's easy money. It's easy money. So we got the trim, not as good. This, I'm not sure. It's good gear. People buy it a lot, so there is probably a flip for it, but I'm not sure if it's super good. Black d'hide van braces will go around wherever black d'hide chaps are. Nah, they're not as good. This is probably B tier. There's profit there, but there's not a lot. So we got the leather, and we got the black d'hide. This is one of those active trades. You know, if you're a trading sweat, like a flip sweater, a sweat flipper. Sorry, you can make some money here if it's a part of your daily trades, whatever. Bots dump these all the time. This is just one of those items that you can make a lot of money on if you really try to get it. Also, too, I'm sure these are subject to like cycles as well. So, like, if there's not a lot of supply, or if there's too much supply, not a lot of demand for some reason, whatever reason, you know, the market does what the market does, you could probably try to time it to catch below the elk price on the black d'hide bodies here and make a killing on them. So, black d'hide set, probably not very good. Though, nah, I'm not going to say it. Like I was going to say, like melee training sets. Maybe you can pick up sets and then sell sets for like some sort of business. I had that idea in another video, but whatever. Cosmetic, probably not very good. Black Tory horsey. I'm pretty sure these are bought and sold. I want to say these are decent for collectors. I think people collect horsies. Again, if I'm way off based on a lot of this stuff, feel free to yell at me in the comments, bro. Hit me up. Anyway, black mask. This is like an 800k flip, so the margin's pretty good, even though it's got a low buy limit. But the margin's pretty decent. Skirts. They're not bad. Or the black robes. Black robes, free to play PK item. Lower level accounts will use these. Pick them up pretty easy. They buy, sell, okay. I'm not sure if there's any stores for them. I know there is for like clothes like this that you can make. Like there's decent arbitrage from the general store for stuff for like a newbie. Like it's like decent to do that. Black boots. I'm probably gonna say just because it's the start of strength gear that people might pay for them. I'm not sure on their demand though. The cosmetic, not very cool. Black sets. Let's put it high B, just because, you know, there's that melee kit that people want. The black two-headed axe, probably not very good. Black flowers for cosmetic. I've seen people wear these, so this is probably high C. Black helm, full helm here is going to go ahead up there. Trim, going to go low here. Halberd's going to be kind of butt. I'm not sure what that is. Looks like 2 lines. Black kite shield is going to be up here by the full helm just because it's melee gear. We got poison throwing knives. Probably not the best. I'm going to put this at high B as well for throwing knives, though I feel like people would buy it to train their ranged accounts, like up here or something like that, but it's probably not too common. Iron knives might be just more popular there. We got trim. Trim probably goes around there. Did I put another trim there? The gold and the trim are all kind of the same rank. This is random buttons. The longsword's pretty bad. The mace is pretty bad. Black mask. Why do we have 2 black masks? Well, repeat whatever. Medium helm. Not very good. The black pickaxe is going to go to A tier because of the flippability, collectability, stuff like that. Black gold trim. Yeah, bro. This is pretty based. Yeah, all the H3 armors and stuff. There's so many of these. I'm just going to do them all right now. Trim. Oh, it does look kind of cool, but yeah, you never know. Nails. I want to kind of say these might be collectible too. I don't even know where those come from, but these feel very collectible. A lot of black items feel very collectible. One of my long-term goals after, you know, like, I know I'm going for max plat and a lot of other things, but it'd be really cool to collect massive amounts of all these items just to hoard wealth, just to be really cool. Little black plate legs, they do pretty good. They buy, sell, okay. These, not so much. Skirts, not so much. The trim. We got black robe top. Oh, this is different. These are different. Or is that different? Or am I tripping? No, my mind's messing with me. Did I like double post this into my fucking folder again? Or one of them is a skirt, one of them is a robe. Something like that. I don't know. Black salamander. Alternate trading item. So, I think so. RuneScape 3, at least, these are really fucking good. People like those. It's because of like invention. But I'm not sure they're as good in old school RuneScape, so I could just be off there. The black set. Yeah, that looks pretty good. H3 or whatever the H armor sets here. Heraldic, I think that's what that stands for. We'll just put the skirt up there. And then we got black gold trim. These are actually, people like these a lot. I've seen a lot of people wear this too. So this is probably okay. Black spears probably, that would be a cool item to collect, but I do just have an inclination to think it's pretty bad. I'm not sure what this is, so I'm going to put that in don't know. Black spiked van braces. Isn't this like a strength item? So maybe this has some sort of niche. Black square. I think this would be a cool collection, but I'm just trying to speak from the entire total market valuation. Black swords, probably the same thing. They don't buy and sell very well. Yeah. Like, there's... Okay, so like the black dagger. Where did I put that? Actually, I remember now. There's a few of these that you can kind of... I'm going to slide that up into low A, because there's a few of these that you can get from the, like, the store, like the sword store in Varrock. Purchase them there and then sell them randomly for like 2K. So like for a sleeper build for free-to-play flipper, that sounds kind of, it's not bad, but it's just not bad. So it's not bad. I just wanted to mention that too. So we have black trim. Yeah. Oops, sorry. Why there's two of these is one of them's a plate legs and one of them's a plate skirt. So the black unicorn head, probably not very good. Warhammer's probably not very good. These impling jars, I'm not sure what they are. The black wizard robe and the black trim sets are pretty popular. Black jacks, probably not high. This is probably a safe bet for flipping. But then we got the robe again. The robe. This helmet I was using this for Fashionscape, so just because of that, I used to use this for Fashionscape, so it's going up to the highest. This is like some sort of, I don't know what that is actually. This is some sort of cosmetic. Bullseye lantern. I'm not sure. Cape. Black cape. Is this different than the other cape? Where did that other cape go? Oh my god, it is different. This is like a Fremennik cloak. Probably not as good as a normal cape, so I will just slide that down, and then there you have it. So this looks probably about right. Black items are kind of weird and all over the place in terms of like the metal and stuff. It's just a very weird part of the game. It was like, so the nostalgia factor of it, that it used to be like super rare, and just that rareness, weirdness, magical seemingly property about it makes them really cool, I feel, to collect. There's a lot of like that Jagex could do with black items to make them like their own thing, but this is, I think, pretty decent take on all the black items. And this is just kind of like very this is the start of like decent combat items, and or starting the cool factor of cosmetic items. I know black items have gotten a lot of cosmetics that are pretty cool and stuff like that. So there we go. Check out the links down below. Subscribe, like, comment. If you want the tier list, hit me up. How to make your own. I'll see you later.